So, about a week ago, I got an email from a company called Arccaptain. They wanted me to review a couple of their products. They wanted me to review a welder and their new welding hood. So of course I agreed. We're gonna get into this review. This is the MiG 130 and their new welding helmet. We're gonna set the welding helmet up first. They sent this stuff out to me. I didn't pay for any of it, but they're letting me give my honest opinion on the products. So, okay, that's all that's in the box. So, got our battery, which we're gonna need. And there's our hood. I don't know if you guys can see this, but that's a pretty large viewing area with adjustable shades from, it's like 5 to 13. It's got grind mode, cutting mode. Let's see what we got on the inside. Test and place for the battery. But let's get this thing set up, make sure it works. Okay, oh, and it came with a battery already. Okay, I did not realize that, so that's good. So they send you an extra battery. Okay, works. So that's your hood set up. Now that we've got the hood all set up, we're gonna put that to the test here in a sec, but we're gonna unbox this welder. See what's inside, see what comes with it. Okay. So right off the bat, it looks like it's around the size of the titanium welder. Cables, that's nice. The cables are removable. That's definitely not something you see in smaller machines. So here's the machine. That's pretty lightweight. Let's see what else we got. We got a spool of wire, carrying strap, and a contact tip. I think that's extra. Yep, extra. What we got in here? Warranty card. Looks like you get a 24-month warranty. That's nice. And then we got our ground clamp. Looks like some pretty nice feeling cable. Got our stinger, which I guess we can give it a run and see if it'll run some 332nd 7018, because that's what I have. Now onto the welder. Okay, so it runs on 110, 120. So it's nice for hobbyists if you don't have 240, which I do have 240 now, but it's only in the back and I can only run probably TIG back there. Looks like you got a little display up front with your wire diameter and then your process. Let's see, it's nice coated leads, so you're not going to burn anything up. Let's see. Open this up. Give you guys a look at the internal. Here's your internals. Looks like you got a metal bearing and your metal drive rolls. It's pretty nice. Holds 2-pen spools. Okay, it's pretty much all you'd really want for a little hobbyist welder. Let's see, on the back you got the power switch. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and start getting this thing set up. Okay, so the machine's now plugged in. We're gonna go ahead and start putting the wire on. So usually I would use my pliers that I have, but I can't seem to find them right now. That's fine. Just use those. Let's see, I should probably take this off first. Let's see. Looks like you're going to want to feed the wire around and into the machine. I should probably turn the machine on now that I think about it. Okay, the machine's on. Wonder if this is an on-demand fan or if it's just constantly on. Sounds like it's a constantly on, but that's fine. One thing I'm not seeing that would be really nice to have is a cold feed switch where you can feed the wire in while it's not running power to the leads. But then again, that's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so here's what that display looks like. I might be getting a little distracted here, but lift TIG, which I won't be able to test because I don't have something that I can run argon to manually. Let's see, set the wire diameter, we're running 0.8. Looks like we can, from 40 amps, I'm assuming, all the way up to 130. See, now I'm gonna hook up the ground clamp and then prep some material, which I'll probably do off camera, and then we'll be ready to weld. Okay, as per any welding, I'm gonna wear my welding jacket because I don't know about you, but I really don't enjoy getting burned because, you know, that's just not fun all around. If you're new to flux core or welding or anything like that, I would recommend some thicker, like MIG welding gloves. But since I do a little bit of everything, I honestly prefer TIG gloves. They're so much thinner, but you have full range of movement, which is just really, really handy. So for the first weld, I'll probably leave the machine on the table just so I can kind of tweak it a little bit. But then I'll probably set it on the ground so I can actually get full range of movement. Right now, we're gonna get this hood set up to my preference. It'll fit my big old head, that it will. Locks, which is nice. So here we go. We're gonna tack this piece up. Okay. I think I might have that running a little hot. What do I have that at right now? 130, maxed out. Yeah, I probably won't want it like that. Let's start out at 90. So I didn't see a recommended amps for whatever thickness and then whatever wire you're running. So I'm just gonna have to mess around with it, tweak it a little bit. Shouldn't take me that long. We'll start at 110, run a bead and see if I like it. Okay, see how this runs. Blew the breaker. All right, we changed cords, so we should be good to go. So let's try this again, continuing. Okay, that definitely runs really, really smooth. I like that. All right, so this is what the first weld with the Arccaptain welder looks like. I got stuck right about, well, not stuck. The breaker popped right about there, and then I restarted. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So I like this wire. This wire, it runs really, really nice. There's hardly any spatter at all. This hood's pretty nice too. It's got a wide viewing area. It's pretty clear, but I will do a head-to-head comparison in another video between this and my Vulcan helmet, which I really like, and I've used that for years. So here's bead number 2. Okay, let's see what she looks like. All right, here's bead number 2. Pretty good. Might be running it a little too hot, but I think it'll be fine. Just a little bit of spatter up here on top, which not really that big of a deal. I'm gonna run one more bead and we're gonna try and test out the stick on this machine. Okay, last bead. Glove got a little warm towards the end of that. All right, so this is the third bead and the last one we're gonna run on flux core. We're gonna try a stick next. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the how this machine's running. If I had to pick out something that I'm not a big fan of, is just the trigger on this. It's just a little different than what I'm used to, but that's just a little nitpicky thing. I can get over that. All right, so now we're gonna try out the stick welding feature on this machine. So you just push this button, goes down into stick. I'm gonna leave this on ground on the positive, and we're gonna hook this up to the negative side. And I'm assuming this is gonna be hot all the time, so I just need to be careful with that. Let's see. Going to be running some 3/32 7018, which usually runs around 80-85 amps, but we'll tweak as necessary. All right, so we flip the piece around and get one of these rods ready to go. See how it runs. One thing I don't like about these welding rods is once you get them going, it's real hard to fire back up again. Well, it's running it. It's not running it well though. I'm gonna crank up the amps a little bit. I just cranked the amps up to about 100. We were running around 80. See if that makes any difference. Yeah, a little bit of a difference. Ah, pop the breaker. All right, so this is the bead that I ran. So from here to here, I ran at around 80 amps, which that felt a little too cold for me. So I bumped it up to around, I think I'm running, yeah, I'm running at 100 amps right now. So the restart was a little cold, and then got things sorted out and it was running, and then until the end, and then we blew the breaker, which for some reason my breaker just doesn't like running stick. All right, so now that we've ran some beads with this machine, I really like the flux core, how the flux core runs on this machine. It's nice and smooth, runs really well. It's fairly easy to dial in your settings. Stick, it's not terrible. I've run worse. Yeah, there's been machines that I welded with that have run way worse, so that's not really that bad. I really, really like that it's got disconnectable cords, so I can disconnect the ground clamp or the stick lead, whatever. That's gonna make it super, super easy to store, which was one of my complaints with the titanium. Would I recommend buying this? Well, let's first go over the price. It's around 180 bucks. I think that's around the same price as the titanium 125. I'm not exactly sure which one's better, but we will see when I film the next video, which will be putting this up against the 125. Now, the hood, I really like this viewing area. It's pretty clear. My Vulcan has a smaller viewing area, but I'm still gonna make a video where I put those side by side as well. So look for that video in the next upcoming weeks. All right, so that was my review of the Arccaptain MiG 130. I like it. I can say this is gonna be pretty handy. I should probably turn that off. I want to say thank you to Arccaptain for sending this out to me, letting me review it. Hope you guys liked the review. I hope everybody else liked the review. Want to point out again that I didn't pay for this. They sent me the machine, they sent me the hood to review. I didn't pay anything. So thank you once again. That was unexpected, but I definitely enjoyed the machine and hopefully look forward to reviewing some more in the future. So if you like the videos I'm putting out and the content I'm making, go ahead and subscribe, and have some more videos with this machine going head to head against the Harbor Freight welders coming in the future.